Hi. Hi. um, I wanted to get on because something hit me this morning and I don't know exactly. Well, I do know actually. I do actually know what I'm going to do with it, but more on the subject of like our reality being not a reality, right? Like, so I feel like brief synopsis of what I initially have in my head. So over the last year, I've had intense loss and have been dealing with grief and like managing and juggling feelings of being alone and like um, lots of different, more unsavory things. But I'm not dead, right? And there's been a couple times when I felt like I was going to, but I'm not. Not there. And I'm also very calm for the most part. Like there's been moments of like extreme stress and like wanting to just be like, forget all of this. I come get me. It's what I say when I get upset. It's like just come get me. I'm over it. Like aliens, God, universe, whatever, whoever dropped me off here, just come pick me up, please. So there's I'm gonna be very transparent and say there have been moments of that. But and right there for the most part has just been this calm, almost to the point of like why am I so calm? I should be freaking out. Something is wrong. Why am I not calm? Why am I not like freaking out? I need to freak out. And then I have to calm myself because it's like, why? You're freaking out because you're not freaking out? That's crazy, honey. um, so as I have been kind of like doing my inner work, my shadow work, whatever you want to call it, I've realized that there's these cycles. Like we all can admit that there are cycles in our lives, that we are always like going through these cycles, right? So, and there's lessons and like things and like stopping points and entry points, and like we all can see that, know that. So what does that feel like to me? That feels like a training ground. That feels like a training module, right? Like you go through, you get the information, you get the data, and then you're tested for your knowledge. And then if you pass the test, then you move on to the next module, right? If you don't pass the test, you're brought back to the beginning and given the same information and the same data, and then given the same or similar test, right? Because you don't want to give the same test because it's the same exact test. You'll just like remember the answers and just, you know, so you'll get a similar test. And then if you pass, then you will move on to the next module. And if you don't, of course, you go back. So, what if this is a training module for all of us? What if this is a training space, right? Um, what are we training for, right? We are training 333 just happened when I said that. We are training for our development, our spiritual development, right? Like if you believe that we all come from source and that source, God, you know, the oneness, whatever you want to call it, sends us out to collect these experiences and to collect this information and to then bring it back to the oneness, to the collective consciousness, right? Um, we're here to experience. And so I believe that we can choose or get to choose our assignments and the things that we're learning and things that we're working on. So, yeah, that's the training. That's when the training comes up. Like if you want to train about patience, if you want to train about loss, if you want to train about how to influence your reality, how to change the game, like and those and like the so like when you get to like the changing of your reality and things like that, that's kind of like the higher like modules, if you will, because the lower modules are just like, can you be patient, like can you give love, can you forgive, like these are the things that you're like slowly building on, and then you get to the point of oh, this is a game, right? This is a training ground. And so I wanted to start to talk more about my ideas and thoughts and the downloads that I've been getting around like the actual mind game of like learning that you are actually in control of your reality and can manipulate your reality and manifest your reality. And also hopefully be able to give scriptural references and other sacred teachings, references from other sacred teachings, because I know some people care a lot about that. And I respect that. I hope you respect me. And if you don't, you can get out. But I'm hoping to be able to really dive into the things that I know that I've done in my mind to be able to get to the next level of manifestation, get to the next level of reality, get to the next level of experience, and to move through the modules and the training spaces of this experience, right? And yeah, so I'm excited to do that. So that's the thing, like I really do, like if you look at I'm about to pull apart my lock because why not? If you look at just your life, we have these cycles that we inevitably go through and move through. And then when you go further and you think about the themes that are coming out in your life, they're usually associated with each other. And then also when you think about in those moments where you've been going through specific things, you tend to be around people who are going through similar things in that alignment. That's that oneness, right? That's that reflection. Like, I am going through this. I might not be in a position to really recognize what is happening. So I'm going to send myself a reflection of what I'm experiencing so I can see it, and also test my ego to see where I am judging myself and where I'm judging others. So that's the journey that I'm on right now. Yeah, I really do believe, like, I'm really like, my hair should be on fire right now, but it's not. And I think it's also because of the power of the mind. Like, you really can move through your day thinking positively, and that influence your day. Now, for me, I realize that there's kind of like a little bit of a lag. The lag is getting shorter and shorter as time is moving on. But there's a lag, right? Like I might have a great day and think nothing but positive thoughts today, and nothing spectacular might happen today. But then tomorrow or next week, I might then start to experience those things, which is why it's important to stay in your highest potential, your highest thought. Again, I'm not saying that you can't experience negative emotion or you should ignore your negative emotion. I think negative emotion is definitely a compass that we need to like use and utilize as we are manifesting. But understanding that those freak out thoughts, and I am a master at this, like I feel like I could do a dissertation on freaking out. Those freak out thoughts, because they are also matched with emotion, are much stronger and can bring whatever we're freaking out to us quickly, right? So what we know is that in manifesting or affirming or shifting our realities, it's not just what you say, it's the emotion behind it, it's the urgency behind it, it's the trust, it's the ability to let go of it once you say it, it's the ability to believe that it's coming to you once you say it. Like I could say, I want a pineapple in my hand, and in the back of my mind, I know that I'm not getting a pineapple in my hand, or I'm telling myself that's not possible. The magic comes when I say it, when I feel it, when I feel the gratitude, when I feel the awe, when I feel the like just amazingness of a pineapple in my hand. and I also am detached from there if it actually shows up or not. Like that's the mind game part. That's the puzzle of like figuring out like how to get your mind to agree with you and how to get it to work in a way that will bring you what you want. I know that it's possible. I have experienced it multiple times, and I am just starting to get more intentional about practicing it, because I think when you're kind of out there, like, an elephant in an antique shop, I think, like, you're just kind of like, things are happening, and you're just like, I don't know how that happened. It just happened, right? Like, I just did it. I can't replicate it. And so now I'm in my part of my journey where I'm working on figuring out, okay, I can do this thing. I know that this thing happens. How do I replicate it? What am I actually doing when I'm creating my reality? What am I actually doing when I'm manifesting a desire? How can I replicate it? And so that is my practice right now. I am practicing and hoping, not hoping, I am intending to share the journey with you and to share whatever results and actual practices come out of this journey. So that's all I have to say. I hope you are well. If nobody has said it to you today, I love you, but God loves you so, so much more. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you soon.